Welcome to Unravel Calm, a tactile meditation practice born out of necessity, not theory. I created it for myself during some of the hardest seasons of my life, times when sitting still felt impossible and my thoughts raced louder than silence. In those moments, I discovered something. I didn't need to empty my mind, I just needed something I could hold. Instead of resisting my feelings, I gave them a shape. Instead of forcing stillness, I practiced soft motion. Instead of hiding from control, I softened it. One loop, one knot, one breath at a time. This is a place to untangle what's been tightening inside of you, to soften the way you hold your stress, your expectations, your identity. If you've been craving calm but can't seem to reach it, I invite you to try something new, a tactile, intentional meditation that welcomes all of you just as you are. Now, this method has been with me for years. It helped me navigate personal storms when traditional meditation felt too still and silent. Having something in my hands, something to move with, to listen to, changed everything. And I want to share that with you today. Now, today I'm using roughly about a 2-foot length of nylon rope, about 6.5 millimeters thick. It's soft, pliable, and forgiving, just like this practice. And don't worry if you don't have anything to hand right now. You can just watch how I work with a tangle, and maybe have one for next time. There is no wrong way to be here. Now, when choosing your rope, try and avoid anything too thin, less than 4 millimeters in diameter. The knots can get really tight and difficult to work with. Anything too long becomes distracting or overwhelming. 2 to 3 feet is the sweet spot I've found. Choose something that feels good in your hands, natural or synthetic, braided or smooth. What matters is that you feel safe and present while using it. In later episodes, we'll explore different rope types and tangle sizes for more advanced practices. The rope in your hand represents you and how you hold tension, control, fear, or responsibility. The way you interact with it is a mirror for how you move through the world. Now, in today's practice, we have a short intro session to the method. Our theme today is softening the need for control. Now, here's how we'll move together. We'll begin by creating a tangle with intention, an external shape for something internal. Then we'll pause a moment and breathe with it, observing without judgment. And finally, we'll begin to unravel, not to fix, but to listen, respond, and release. And if you finish untying before we're done, simply rest with the rope in your hands. Let its presence continue the practice. Let it be a reminder that release can come without rushing. Now, let's begin the tangle. Start by picking up your rope and let it rest in your hands for a moment. Feel it. Feel the texture, the way it folds or resists, the way it bends. We're not rushing. We're not performing. It's just you and this thread of possibility. Begin to tie freely without any rules. Loop one end over another, twist gently, pull a little here, pull a little there. No need to cinch down tightly. Let your fingers move like your thoughts, casual, imperfect, wandering. As you do this, bring to mind something in your life you're gripping tightly, a situation you want to control, an outcome, a person, a version of yourself you've been trying to perfect. Speak it out loud if you feel ready. Whisper it, or hold it silently in your chest. You don't need to make a real knot. You're not performing. Just tie. Tangle. Let it take shape. Ask yourself, what am I afraid will happen if I loosen my grip? As you form your tangle, remember to breathe with intention. Inhale through your nose, exhale from your mouth. Let the knot get a little wild. Let the rope show you what it feels like to hold on. This is your emotional landscape in thread. It doesn't have to be pretty, it just has to be honest. Maybe you feel tension building in your hands, maybe in your jaw or your chest. Just breathe there. Let the knot become a reflection, not a burden. Notice how the rope folds into itself, how tension builds. Let it tangle, but don't make it impossible to undo. This is not about punishing yourself. This is about expression, making the seen unseen. Let's pause for a moment. Take a look at what you've made. This is your tangle. This is the shape of your struggle today. This is what it looks like to carry tension, fear, control in a way your hands can now see. It's a physical manifestation of your inner grip, a reflection of the thoughts and feelings you've given shape to with care and intention. Just sit with it for a moment. Let the tangle be. It doesn't yet need to be solved, or at all. It doesn't need to be undone. Just be with it. Now, let's breathe together. Inhale as you acknowledge your tangle, and exhale as you accept and begin to release. Feel how the knot simply is, resting in your hands, just being there. Inhale again. Remind yourself of the intention you set, what you created. Exhale, release. Notice how even with the tangle here, your breath steady, stays open and free. One last time, inhale. Focus on what you're holding on to. Exhale. The knot does not control you, does not define you. It simply sits with you while you soften. Now we unravel. Return to your rope. Hold it gently, not as something to conquer, but as something to listen to. There's nothing to fix here, nothing to prove. Begin to untangle, one loop at a time. Let the knot show you where it wants to open. Follow it, not with force, but with trust. Let the knot teach you where to begin. This is where control usually rises up. The urge to force it open, to make it neat, to be done. But today, our practice is different. We soften that need. We trust that the knot can open in its own time. This is the part we often resist, the unravel. The moment where the structure we built begins to change shape. Maybe you're afraid that if you stop controlling, everything will fall apart. But here, right now, in this moment, you can let go just a little. If a part of the knot resists, breathe into that. If it's not loosening, no need to force it. You can skip that part. Or leave it for another time. This is the practice. This is you repatterning the way you move through discomfort. You're not failing. You're practicing. And practice is never wasted. Let your breath guide the rhythm. Inhale, notice where the knot holds memory. Exhale, releasing just a little more of what is not yours to carry. As you loosen the rope, say to yourself, I am safe to let go. I do not have to carry this alone. I am safe to let go. I do not have to carry this alone. I am safe to let go. I do not have to carry this alone. As we come to the end of this unravel, don't worry if the rope isn't fully untangled. Gather it loosely in your hand. You don't need to finish to grow. You only need to stay present. Look at the rope now. Maybe it's free. Maybe it's still knotted. That's okay. Both are welcome. You practiced. You moved with care. You softened something. Let that be enough. Let that count. You can return to this knot later or tomorrow. You can bring a new rope, a new question. This method is a practice of compassionate motion, of listening with your hands, of loosening, not losing. Keep your rope nearby. Let it become a trusted ally, something sacred and simple you can return to whenever life begins to pull too tightly. You are welcome here again and again. Thank you for practicing with me as we untangle the mind, one knot at a time.